I'm Lindsay.
I'm Bethany.
I'm Abby.
And I'm Danielle. And this is our Breast Exam Ever C.A.P presentation.
So we did our C.A.P presentation on October 25th in Crawford Dorm from 8 to 12, and our organization that we chose was the Susan G. Komen, and I'm sure all of y'all are aware of Breast Cancer Awareness Month, which is the month of October, and it's really big and it raises a lot of awareness because of this organization. They have spent so much money on research and funding just for finding a cure to breast cancer. They not only have 5Ks and organizational things to raise money for research, but they also provide community for women that have experienced breast cancer, that their families are experiencing it, and that just raising awareness to being sure that women know that they are at risk, or that every woman is at risk.
So our target community was college-age girls. Most of them were between 18 and 25. We set up our presentation in the Crawford dorm lobby so that we could have the privacy, hopefully, and let the girls open up to us a little bit more, and hopefully just make them feel more comfortable. We taught them self-breast examinations. We taught them the proper way to perform them, going in a circular motion, and they were able to feel what it would be like to get a lump using the breast mannequin breast. And they were able to feel what all the different lumps would feel like. We also handed out this pamphlet to a lot of girls that showed what other things to look for, such as dimpling, enlargement, rashes, or just things like that. This was a very good pamphlet that we got from Susan G. Komen for them to take with. We also touched on some mammograms and just information for them to know for the future, and some statistics and the different positions to be in when you perform a breast exam.
So overall, we had a very good turnout for our presentation. We passed out about 50 pink chocolate chip cookies as well as 60 pink ribbons to raise breast cancer awareness. We also were able to talk intimately with 7 different college-age women about their experiences with breast cancer and teaching them all of these things that Abby just talked about. We also had a PowerPoint presentation set up that we had a few people look at, which had basically the information on our board but presented a different way. We also had several people that had stories about breast cancer that they shared with us. For example, one girl who was 18 years old had recently done a breast exam and found a lump and was able to go and get it checked out by her doctor, but it was scary for her, and she was able to come and share her stories with people, and everyone learned a lot from that. We also had several people who had family members that were impacted by breast cancer, which we asked them to put on the board. We have a section for sisters, cousins, mothers, friends, aunts, and grandmothers, and as you can see, we have 18 names listed up here and the ages that they were diagnosed with breast cancer. So overall, we had a really good turnout, and we had good reactions from all of the students that came up to our board. They really participated and interacted with everything.
So most of you know, everybody knows somebody who has been diagnosed with breast cancer. So this is just such a common thing that we deal with. And I think, as nursing students, we were trying to think about how are we impacted by this. And I think fixing to graduate, fixing to take care of patients, all we've known is to give, and give, and to always focus on our patients. And so going into this project, I just thought, how can I teach other girls how to take care of themselves? And I realized at the end of the project, I need to take care of myself as well, and I think these ladies felt the same. That we need to be checking ourselves monthly, because everybody always feels like, oh, it's going to happen to somebody else and not me. And that's the reason we did this project, was to raise awareness to every girl that they're all at risk. And then also that it's very individualized. She was talking about mammograms, and we all know once you're age 40 and then do it annually, but it can be individualized per person. For example, my grandmother, she was diagnosed with breast cancer and passed away in her 30s, and so my doctor said because of that increased risk, you need to start doing your mammograms in your 30s. So just being very individualized in your care. Maybe for future students who wanted to do this project, we thought it would be awesome to have a Susan G. Komen representative to come and maybe just give statistics about Cookeville, or just share stories, or maybe also having a night at Crawford where the girls just sit down and just give family stories and just making it personable and real that this is happening. And that's the reason we chose this project.
Overall, it was a great experience, and we think we really made an impact on all the girls we saw.